So you're probably wondering what a sales funnel process looks like. So in today's video, we're going to be breaking down the process of a sales funnel in a story. So this is going to be a coffee shop story about a man who doesn't know what to buy. So essentially, this man is looking for a good coffee. He walks into a coffee shop and has no idea what to buy because he's never been in this coffee shop before and he's not familiar with the menu. The coffee shop is an example as if it is your website because the menu is so large and there's so many options and there's so many things to do. And when you walk into your coffee shop, which is your website, people will get confused because they don't know what to buy and they stand there very confused as to what the menu contains. They stand there confused as to all the options, and they're making a choice based on chance. They're making a choice based on risk because they have no idea what they are purchasing. They are overwhelmed with information. And when you are overwhelmed with information, you enter something called analysis paralysis. So this man enters the coffee shop. He's confused. He has no idea what to buy. So when he enters the coffee shop, he goes to the menu and he asks the cashier, "What is your most popular drink? What is your most popular coffee?" The cashier says the mocha latte and the pumpkin spice are two big sellers. So now the customer, which represents your client, has an idea. He says that this is the most popular thing to he's saying the cashier is saying this is the most popular item to your customer, and the customer is like, okay, well, if other people are buying this item, perhaps maybe I should buy this item too. What this is called is a demonstration of social value, right? A demonstration of if somebody else is buying something, that means that it must be good, and therefore I will buy it too. So to break down this in a little bit better context in your funnel is if somebody enters your website, they will get confused because they don't know where to go. They have no direction. They don't know what to buy. There's too much information on the front page. You can't convert somebody if they don't really understand what your business is. If you are a plumber, it's more, it's actually better to have a funnel than it is to have a website because most people just want to make the call to the plumber because they need their toilet fixed. They don't care about what's on the website. And in this case, the man has figured out that, okay, well, if everybody else is going for the pumpkin latte spice, maybe I should do that too. And that would be comparison to somebody leaving 5-star reviews on a Google review, on a Google business, right? If other people are leaving good reviews on a Google business, that means that it is a desirable thing. But this could also look like testimonials on your website. You know, if other people are leaving good testimonials that they purchased this item and they like this item, that means it must be a good item, and that means that the customer should buy. And let's say that the pumpkin latte spice was $12. He's okay with buying something for $12. But something else happens when he enters the coffee shop, and now he knows that he's going to buy it because he's seen the proof that other people are buying it. Something happens. So what happens is that the man ends up buying a donut. He ends up buying a $200 gift card. He buys a muffin because he was upsold on various items. So how can we relate this to a funnel? Well, when somebody buys one thing, they get something called a dopamine hit. They get a dopamine, their dopamine receptors actually go off. When they buy something small, their dopamine receptors say, hey, that felt good. I bought something, and now I want to buy something else. In the same context, your funnel would be something that would sell something in a low ticket offer to get somebody to actually pull out their wallet and get them to buy. You want to actually get them to buy or take an action. And because this man that entered the coffee shop was a warm lead, he already had it in his mind to learn about this, and he had it in his mind that he wanted to buy a coffee, but he wasn't sure about which coffee was the best one. So he asked the cashier, and the cashier told him that this coffee is the best one, which is the pumpkin latte spice. And because he felt comfortable buying the pumpkin latte spice, he ended up buying another item and another item and another item, which ended up being more than $12. He ended up paying $25, $30. And that's only because he was okay with buying the item at the beginning. In the same way, your funnel would look, where you have the low end offer and you have something where somebody's gonna buy something, right? They're gonna look into what you got, and they're gonna buy something. But they only buy something because there's a lot of social proof. You've built a lot of trust, and with the trust that you built, they're willing to buy from you. But once they buy with you, and they get that dopamine receptor, that $7 item that they bought, that $7 ebook, that $7 course, whatever it is, or the $27 item, is going to lead to an upsell of $47, which could also lead to another upsell, which is $197, which could lead to a VSL, which is a video sales letter, that leads them into a opt-in form where they will book a call with you, and then you can sell them on a $5,000 offer. And that is exactly the science behind a funnel that actually converts somebody. Now, the easiest way to actually convert somebody, and let's say this man entered the coffee shop not knowing anything. Sometimes people are not familiar with items. So the best way you can actually get somebody to feel out your business or feel out your products is to give them a free sample, or give them a demonstration or a free thing that you can give them a sample of, so they can consume a little bit of your premium product. And once they are familiar with that premium product, they're more likely to buy something, and then you're more likely to be able to upsell them on something else, right? So in this sense, if you are selling something on the front end and you have a funnel, you can create a barrier of trust for your customer, where they are willing to buy something from you. And also, social proof is a big factor into this. And the reason why he was willing to buy is because there was already other people buying. But what this could look like in your business is creating a community or creating something where they go into maybe a Facebook group or a school group where you can sell them on a monthly recurring revenue, MRR. And in that way, they feel a sense of tribe. They feel a sense of community, a sense of socialization. Humans crave socialization. They crave recognition. They crave being part of groups and also part of social gatherings. If you make your customer feel like they are being admitted into a tribe or a group or a community, they're more likely to buy something from you. And that's why the social proof is so important. And that's why this man was willing to buy the pumpkin latte spice, because other people were buying it. So that in a nutshell is exactly how a funnel works. Is you build the trust, you get the person to buy, and then you upsell them on certain things. And this is a completely different concept from a website, because a website is very confusing. There's a lot of things on the menu, but nobody knows what to buy because there's so much information, so many buttons to click. And if you give people too many options, you're going to drive your conversions away. You're going to drive your leads away because there's too much stuff going on your website. And that's something that a lot of people don't understand. E-commerce people do not understand this concept. People that build websites with no aim, no goal, right? So you must have a goal in mind in order to actually build a website. You don't want to have too many options. You want to focus on having them go through that funnel where they opt into something, give them something for free if it's a website, and you want to get them to buy things as they go down the rabbit hole. And one last thing before we end this video is, what I forgot to mention is, let's say this man went into the coffee shop and the cashier said, well, now that you've purchased this pumpkin latte, would you like to be a part of our coffee shop members group, where we are going to send you an email with promotions, and we're going to send you, this is very common, by the way, the cashier's always asking for your email. If they ask you for your email and then you opt into their email, now you're going into the rabbit hole of email marketing automation. Email marketing automation is when your customer goes down the rabbit hole, the funnel of an email marketing automated funnel, where they are consistently being in communication with your business. They have your business in mind every single day because you have an automated system that's going directly to their email, that's keeping them in mind, keeping your business in their mind. And with that said, when you're creating this automation funnel, it's easier for you to upsell in the long run. You can be able to sell things in the long run. You could be able to create more profit in your business because you have this long funnel, and you're not losing the lead. You're actually nurturing that lead instead of losing them on your website on the first page, right? So that's why it's very important to get something from them first. That's why I always recommend getting the email first, so you can keep them in your ecosystem, so you can continue to build that relationship and nurture that lead so they actually become a client. So with that said, make sure to grab the free course in the link in the description, also in the comments. And I hope it really helps you, because it's going to help you guide you on the right path to creating a high converting 7-figure funnel for your business. So with that said, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Please subscribe, and thanks for watching.